Alright, so we have arrived at the first ever Game 8 of the Cupid CBAT Cupid Battle Arena Tournament. So, something very important to note that changed between this match and the last match. We have Juvenile in. Juvenile is taken over for, I think it was Lionheart, right? It was Lionheart? Yeah, I believe it was Lionheart. So now we have banned Meowscarada. That's very interesting. Juvenile is going to ban Hoopa, it would seem. And it looks like Frank the Wolf is going to ban Dragapult, and Creeper has banned Miraidon EX, which is not legal in this anyway. Okay. So Waffles is going to switch with Frank the Wolf, and Frank the Wolf is going to play Eldegoss again. It looks like that is going to be the game plan. Ray steals the Metagross. Absolutely yoinks it. So Sceptile now has to reconsider what Pokemon Sceptile will pick. So it looks like Sceptile is going to opt for Charizard instead. That should be an interesting pick. Euphoria is going to lock in Blastoise. Euphoria is, you know, a Blastoise main, I believe, so that makes sense. Juvenile is going to pick Blissey. I've never seen Juvenile play a support before, so Juvenile is probably going to switch with Ray. And, you know, it looks like Waffles is still going to be on Pikachu. Redbug Fox still playing the Delphox. And finally, Creeper is playing Zeraora again. Alright. So, let's see how game number 8 goes. I do think that the team on the right is... I do think that the team on the right is probably a little bit favored matchup-wise, but the team on the left does have the damage to deal with them. So, we'll see what happens. And it does appear that Juvenile and Ray did, in fact, switch. Ray will be on Pussy, and Juvenile is going to be playing the Metagross again. Alright, so let's see what happens here. I mean, it's really going to be up to the Charizard, I think, to make the difference. I think this is the key card that has changed, so to speak. I do think that the Charizard... I'm not sure how familiar with Charizard Sceptile is, so I guess we're going to find out. Creeper on Zeraora, I mean, we saw how well that went in the early game, but it did look like Zeraora may have started falling off a little bit in the late game, especially compared to the Metagross, which just skyrockets in power in the late game. Important to note is that we only have one all-arounder versus two all-arounders, and all-arounders do seem pretty strong in the late game. That being said, we've got to get to that point to see what happens. So, let's start off by watching... let's watch this Charmander, and let's see what this Charmander's up to. Charmander immediately going to run in on this silly Xatu, and we're gonna breathe some fire on it, and yeah, you're gonna get some damage off, and we're gonna pick up a quick kill on it. And now we are going to try our best to defeat this Baltoy as quickly as possible. And after that, we're going to rotate to the Escavalier. Okay, and it looks like we already have a score coming out of 6 points. And 4 points from the opposing team, and it looks like we're already in. Juvenile is going to try and steal the Bunnelby from the opposing team. Waffles is going to appear and steal the Bunnelby from Juvenile, and now Juvenile has been caught, and he looks like a fool with his pants on the ground. He's overextended, and he is going to faint, and this is now just a 2v1. Can they defeat Eli here? Well, Frank the Wolf's going to back away and not try and contest, but now we're going to go in and try and score anyway. And it looks like we're going to try and score this 2 points. Waffles is going to successfully, you know, bamboozle him by throwing a net on him. And Frank the Wolf's going to get out of there with some healing. Now we have the first wave of Altarias. This time Charmander is down bot, breathing fire on all the Altarias, as Creeper was not there in time. But Creeper is going to try and fight this 3v1, and he's going to get fire breathed all over him and faint. And oh no. Charmeleon now flashes in, trying to pick up this KO. We're getting very, very greedy for this. We're going so aggressive, and we're going to end up fainting as a result, as the War Turtle's just too strong at this stage of the game. Now Wartortle is going to use the potion as it is running away. I think that was a potion at least. It looked like it, based on the healing it received. And now we have more conflicting, you know, we're playing footsies trying to get this farm. Juvenile nearly dies once again. I don't even know what happened there, but we do see that the Juvenile is at very, very low health. And nearly faints randomly to the Thunderbolt that was placed on a bush, and Eli is going to steal the berry from the opposing team, but he is most certainly going to die as a result, giving them yet another bag of experience that they can take. And the center Altarias have spawned, and Charizard is here, and Zeraora is not. Redluck Fox is going to get a dunk off here in the bot lane, but faint as a result of the Zeraora making an appearance. And now Charizard is going to use some flamethrowers on this Indeedee, and guess what? Here it is. Here comes Zeraora, and it's going to flash away, or dash away. I'm not quite sure which it was, but we are going to now back away. And instead, we're going to just opt to take these Altarias. We're going to get our free experiences. Zera is in the middle. He's tanking, soaking up a lot of damage, and it is time for our first objective of the match. And let's see what the game plan is here. Well, looks like we're getting some farming done. Redluck Fox is at level 8 at this stage of the game, which is very high. The team on the left does have the level advantage, and that's pretty notable. That is pretty notable. The Charizard is also present for this, as well as the Zeraora, but the Charizard just has a little bit more survivability than the Zeraora, which is usually pretty good for fighting for objectives. Alright, Charizard is going to start blasting. Frank the Wolf has managed to kill Juvenile in the top lane, and here we go. We have a conflicted area. We have team fighting. We're playing a lot of footsies. We're trying to... Oh, and we're going to kidnap the Zeraora and get all sorts of fire breathing done on him. But the Zeraora is going to survive, but he's still going to get KO'd, and the Reggie is taken by the team on the left there. And now we are going to just push them all the way back, nearly trying to pick up a KO, but just barely do they survive. Let's see what's going on up top. Well, Waffles is level 9 somehow, and Juvenile is level 7, which tells me that things are not going very well in the top lane. Now they are going to rotate into the center to take these Altarias, and this experience for the team, as Juvenile is going to try and score, get another stack off, and Eli clears a wave of Altarias by himself. That being said, here comes Zera with the powerful attack of Horn Leech, and this is a Unite move coming out from the Zeraora, and that's a big explosion that kills both of the squishy Pokemon there, the support, and also the Pikachu. And now Trevenant is going to faint as well, and Delphox is just caught in the crossfire, as the entirety of the blue team is going to faint. That being said, they still have the level advantage here, even after that, showing the effect of the Reggies on the early game. Not only that, I think their farming has just gone very, very well, and they've been picking up good kills at times when they've needed to. And now, here we go. We have a started Reggie Alecki, as the Charizard uses his Unite move to start breathing rapid fire, super hot fire. It spits that all over the Zeraora and also the Blissey. Blissey is going to narrowly escape with its life. However, Juvenile is here with the Unite move and is just going to faint regardless. And here comes Zera using more powerful Horn Leeches to get off a lot of healing. Pikachu is going to use its electric type attacks, and we're going to try and go for a KO on Ray, but as a result, we're going to end up fainting ourselves to the Garchomp. And look at this. Take a closer look. Garchomp is going to push you all the way back, but somehow the Trevenant wins that? Word? Alright, so now we are going to chase away Euzoria. Euzoria is going to get out of there wisely. And now we have some fighting going on here. Juvenile is going to get 3v1'd, and that's going to go very poorly for the Pokemon. That was only level 9. And now it is time for us to try and KO this Regirock, as Zeraora unleashes its Unite move, picking up a KO on both Pikachu and Delphox. Charizard's going to see this and get out of there, and they are still attacking this Regirock as it is regenning, and we've got a team fight situation. The Garchomp is unleashing its Unite move, and it's pushing everyone back into the base, but is it going to kill? Well, it doesn't look like it's going to matter too much, as it was a distraction tactic, and now the team on the right is going to get that Reggie, and they are still slightly behind in levels, but only slightly. And now we have an overextension from this Blastoise. Everyone's going to be able to escape that, except, you know, no one fainted from that Blastoise Unite. Now Ray is going to faint on the point, and nearly Juvenile as well, and Juvenile is going to end up fainting as he runs backwards towards the Charizard. Charizard's going to pick up a KO on the Blastoise, and that is a triple kill for the team on the left. And this is, look at the experience difference. Just take a closer look. The only Pokemon at level 13 is Zeraora, and the opposing team has a level 14 Charizard. Alright, so Creeper is going to go crazy on them, though. Let's not forget that Creeper still has a plan to win this game. And, yeah, Pikachu's going to try and fight off Creeper here, but it's just not going to work, and Creeper's going to get a triple kill of his own. Alright, so it looks like the Alecki has spawned, but we just do not have the people here to fight this. And Charizard is opting to go for farming here, as the Alecki is going to be pushed into the top goal, and honestly, they don't even really need to contest this. I mean, it's just one goal, right? It's just one goal, and they're going to break it before it's time for Rayquaza, and they don't even get double points for that. But the team is prepared, and they're all going to head to Rayquaza immediately. Look at this. Where is the blue team? Where are those who share the memory of being on the blue team? Well, it looks like everyone's filing in now. And is this going to be a team fight situation? Or are we just going to have a just look at each other situation for the whole time? Well, I guess we'll see, won't we? As, you know, we have all rotated into the bottom lane here, it would seem. But notably enough, it looks like they're going to just send it up top. They're just going for it. And here comes Charizard, breathing fire on everybody, and here's a flurry of Unite moves if I've ever seen one. Blastoise is going to Unite away, and where did the red team go? Where did they go? What happened to them? Where did they go? Well, they've all fainted, and that is a Rayquaza going to the blue team, and that's 200, and that's another 100, and that's 20. But Blissey is going to go and score 100 of its own. And, well, Eldegoss is just sort of here. And now Eldegoss decides to go score the goal. I don't know why Eldegoss chose to wait, but it's okay. And that's going to do it. That's a 300-point deficit, and the red team just does not have the points to make that up. And look at that. That's another KO. Trevenant in the jungle, being a general nuisance. Saying, nah, you won't score. Nah, you'd not score.
3, 2, 1.
And it's all falling apart. And we are going to be heading to the first of hopefully many Game 9 of the CBAT. Week 3, we have our first Game 9 as Team Tyrannical Eevees manages the win there. They manage